Hi everyone, thanks for watching this video with me today. This video is about narcissistic siblings. And I made this video, well, actually I made a video about this a long time ago. It's been 3-4 years, maybe more. So someone asked me to make another video about this. It's a subscriber of the channel, and his name is Andrew, and I know I'm going to get this wrong. I'm so sorry, Andrew. Zelk, PhD. Andrew Zelk, PhD. Andrew asks me, because we had a little dialogue about something that I posted, and he says, could I instead ask for a video discussing a narcissistic sibling? It would be great to hear your opinion about that aspect of narcissistic family dynamics, how to recognize potential subclinical narcissism in your sibling. There is very little material on that particular issue available. Thank you. Best regards, Andrew. You're most welcome, Andrew. I've had a couple other people, interestingly enough, lately asked me to do videos on this narcissistic sibling. So, here you go. Now, first, understand, and I like how Andrew worded it, subclinical narcissism, because narcissism, again, I know I've said this a lot, but for those of you who haven't heard it, new, it's a spectrum. It's a spectrum. We are all on somewhere, and you might be saying, well, not me, no, I'm zero. All right, those are the ones to watch out for. Just kidding. So it's a spectrum. I'm not going to sit here and try to diagnose anybody's siblings. That's for you to decide if someone actually has, if your brother or sister actually has the personality disorder. There's a very distinct criteria for that. If you're interested, you can go to the DSM Volume 5, which is the Diagnostic and Statistic Manual of Mental Disorders. That is the that is what doctors, therapists use to diagnose their patients, and that may or may not help. Just remember, it's a spectrum, okay? And the diagnosis really isn't important. It's behaviors. That's what matters. It's the behaviors that people have in our lives and how it makes us feel. That's what matters, okay? If you get into the, do they or don't they have the disorder or which one, it can get very confusing, and it's very difficult to do with people closest to you, which seems kind of odd, doesn't it? And then now we get into the siblings, and you grew up with them, most likely, most of them, right? You grew up with them. And like I said, narcissism is a spectrum, and boy, we're really high in that as we're younger. And we mature and grow out of that, and that's why we don't diagnose children with narcissistic personality disorder. So your siblings may not have been the best humans, responsible, accountable adults when they're children, okay? And so you will see a lot of narcissistic traits and behaviors in your siblings, more than most people will see it, okay? Just want to get that out of the way there. Let's list some common behaviors of narcissistic siblings, and these are common. You guys know this stuff. I mean, demean, ridicule, mimic, huh? You always make funny. That's such a gross thing to do to people, anyways. But our siblings are going to do stuff like that. Tease, bully, envious, want what you have, with total entitlement. That should be mine. It's like, even if your parents try to be fair, they give you one and they give the narcissistic sibling one, but they have to have two. Yours is always better. Trade. No, want to trade again. No, I want to trade again. They want both. Steal things from you, right? Take things from you, borrow, not give back, break, give away your things, your friends, your boyfriend, your girlfriend. They'll try, won't they? They want that attention. They are so freaking competitive, aren't they? That is where really competition comes from. And, that is the normal, I think most siblings' normal reaction to, hey, we're going to have another child. You're about to have another brother or sister. And we think, when we don't know, we think that they're going to be happy and stuff. Oh, yeah, you get another little buddy to play with and stuff like this. And it's like people that have dogs and think, oh, I'm going to get another dog for my dog because I'm never home, and they're going to love it. And I get that, and I'm not going to argue that they won't love it and won't get attached to the other dog and stuff, but dogs are domestic, and they want people, not dogs. And children want parents, not children. And they don't want to compete. And that's the first thing they start thinking, is they're going to have to compete for the parents' attention and love. So, competitive. They'll compete with you all the time. All the time, all the time. Talk bad about you. Tell everything to people, right? Every little secret, every little embarrassing thing you do, and embellish it and add some lies. Why not? Here's a big one, okay? This is a big one, and I think this is really common. Acts differently with you than everyone else, right? I mean, most of us have siblings, and I think most of our siblings have done that. And maybe we're guilty of that too, especially when we're children. We don't know who we are. We're more impulsive and kind of do things out of character. We're still totally trying to find out who we are and form our personality. But adults, when we're adults, right? They'll do this stuff, act totally different towards you, treat you horribly. They may be physically abusive, sexually abusive, when they would never really do that to anybody else. It's like toxic families, toxic dynamics, lack boundaries, and boy, you'll really see it in the siblings. My God, won't you? The family dynamics, narcissistic family dynamic. You have your typical golden child, scapegoat, lost child. And these aren't permanent. They can change. And the typical narcissist that grows up with narcissistic personality disorder typically comes from the golden child role in the narcissistic family dynamic. Okay, they're the overachiever, pushed really hard, and towards the siblings will be extremely competitive and judgmental. Very, very judgmental. The hero, they might, and later in life become the hero, the responsible one, the caretaker, and may become the overt narcissist, more overt. Then you might have the scapegoat. Siblings who's more of the scapegoat, the mess that, might make a lot of mistakes and all the time, and never really held accountable, and always uses the victim status and poor me. Somehow all the things that they do to themselves and sabotage themselves and the mistakes they make, somehow it's poor me, I'm the victim. And they will use you over and over again for as much as you will possibly give them. They may be very demanding, step all over you to get what they need. They may stab you in the back, passive aggressive, sabotage. Anybody out there that has siblings like that? I hope you had siblings like that and don't have siblings like that anymore. So don't forget, narcissists value three major things: appearance, style, and status, right? These are the things that narcissists tend to value the most. And a lot of the things that we talk about fall in those categories. So that's a very common red flag to watch out for siblings and anybody who is very narcissistic. That's what they value more than, you or the relationship with you or who you are, what you want, feelings, needs, things like this, opinions. And they may talk about the family money. They may use that family status, but you can't. You're not good enough. The family won't accept you. You're not a real Anderson. I think you have a different mom, different dad, whatever it may be. But they may mention inheritance. They may say things like, you'll never be in the family will. And then, boy, when a parent dies or both pass and there is an inheritance, this is when they turn nasty, isn't it? I mean, this is when families, sadly, turn nasty. Money. I've seen pretty good, loving families totally divide over money and inheritance. So these are the ones that are nasty. These are the ones that'll screw you over, take you to court forever, and think that they are deserving of more money because they were the ones that took care of mom and dad more, and they're the ones that were better and achiever, and they're the ones that were more successful, and you're just a loser. Your mom and dad helped you so much, and blah, blah, blah. You don't deserve this. Yeah, right? That's it, guys. Narcissistic sibling. I always leave out plenty for you guys to fill in. Tell me what you think. I mean, most of us have siblings, and most of us watching my videos come from narcissistic family, being emotionally neglectful. And narcissistic siblings will take over for that neglect and abuse that the parents give us. They'll do it right on board. And we will tend to be the scapegoat, leave the family and become the lost child, stuff like this. Tell me what you guys think. Tell me your experiences, please. Tell me about your narcissistic siblings. Okay? Love to hear it. Thank you for the question, Andrew. Let me know what you think. And all of you, keep asking questions and love yourself first. Thanks. Bye-bye.